Hi everyone, and welcome to this guided meditation with me, Espen Haugen. So good to be here as always. Just breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the breathing. Feeling the feelings of what you observe around you. Knowing that all is good. That everything takes place in the feeling itself. The feeling when you do something. The feeling of when you have something. And just noticing more and more the feeling of everything you observe. It's all good. It's all here. It's all now. It's a clear message coming through. In everything you observe, it's for you. It's for me. It's for all of us who's here listening. Beautiful. Expanding. So just start with breathing in and breathing out. And as I read from the book, Asking is Giving, the process 6, the process of meditation, as I read, be aware of your feeling of what you hear when I read it. Because it's always that feeling that is moving you forward in the energy of what you observe, in the momentum of alignment, what you feel. So listening to your feelings when you hear something now, when something you're now reading, listening and feel inside of you as you're breathing in and breathing out, gentle and easy through this meditation. So let's start and be focusing on your breathing in and breathing out, and in your feelings as well, in the same time as you're breathing in and breathing out. Always having a little bit attention from within as you hear something, with your senses, with your hearing senses, and focusing on the feeling and the breathing itself as you breathe in and breathe out through what I now read. So let's start. Process 6, the process of meditation. When to use this process? When you want relief from resistance, when you want an easier way of immediately raising your vibration, when you want to raise your general level of vibration, when you want to feel an awareness of your inner being. Current emotional set point range. This process of meditation will be of the most value to you when your emotional set point is ranging somewhere between 1. Joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, appreciation, and the 22 is the emotional scale list from 1 to 22. It's in the Ask and Is Given. If you want to know more about it, check out the emotional scale list from Ask and Is Given. So, and the 22 is fear, grief, depression, despair, and powerlessness. So that is the last one on the scale. So let's see here. If you are not sure what your current emotional set point, turn back to chapter 22 and scan the 22 categories on the emotional guidance scale. Any thought that you continue to think is called a belief, and many of your beliefs serve you extremely well. Thoughts that harmonize with the knowledge of your source, and thoughts that match the desire that you hold. But some of your beliefs do not serve you well. Thoughts about your own inadequacy or your or unworthiness are examples of those kinds of thoughts. Now, with an understanding of the laws of the universe and some willingness to deliberately choose thoughts, you can, in time, replace all hindering beliefs with life-giving beliefs. But here is a process that can give you the immediate benefit of changing your beliefs in a much shorter time. We call this the process of meditation. We playfully tell our physical friends that the reason we teach the process of meditation is because it is easier for most of you to clear your minds, having no thought, than it is for you to think pure positive thoughts. For when you quiet your mind, you offer no thought, and when you do so, you offer no resistance. And when you have activated no resistant thought, the vibration of your being is high and fast and pure. Imagine a cork bobbing on a body of water. That represents the place of high, pure, fast vibration that is actually natural to you. Now, imagine holding the cork down under the water. That is what resistance is like. And now, imagine letting go of the cork and see it rise back up to the surface of the water. Like the cork naturally floating on the water's surface, it is natural for you to experience the high, fast, pure vibration, free of the hindering resistance. And like the cork, if you are not doing something that holds you down under the water, you will bob right back up to the surface where you belong. In other words, you do not have to work at being in the high vibration that is natural to you, because it is natural to you. But you do have to stop holding the thoughts that cause you to lower your vibration. It is a matter of no longer giving your attention to things that do not allow your cork to float or do not allow you to vibrate in harmony with who you really are. If you are not focused upon unwanted things that are the opposite, if you are not focusing upon unwanted things that are the opposite of your own pure desire, you will activate no vibration of resistance, and you will experience your natural state of thriving and well-being. A decision is the focusing of the vibration of desire, and the decision point happens when the desire is powerful enough. The only discipline that we would like you to exercise is to make a decision that nothing is more important than that you feel good, and that you are going to find thoughts that feel better. Your cork floating is the only thing that is worthy of discipline. You could say that the process of meditation is a shortcut to changing your beliefs, for in the absence of thought, there is no resistance within you, and your cork, so to speak, bobs naturally back up to the surface. Now, to begin the process of meditation, sit in a quiet space where you are not likely to be interrupted. Wear comfortable clothing. It does not matter if you sit in a chair or on the floor or even lie on your bed, unless you tend to fall asleep when doing so. The important thing is that your body be comfortable. Now, close your eyes, relax, and breathe. Slowly draw air into your lungs, and then enjoy the comfortable release of that air. Your personal comfort here is very important. Now, close your eyes, relax, and breathe. Slowly draw air into your lungs and then enjoy the comfortable release of that air. Your personal comfort here is very important. As your mind wanders, gently release any thought, or at least do not encourage it by pondering it further, and refocus upon your breathing. You are, by nature, one who wants to focus. So in the beginning, this process of meditation will feel unnatural, and you will find your mind wanting to return to things you have been focusing on previously. When that happens, relax, breathe again, and try to release the thought. You will find it easier to quiet your mind if you will choose small thoughts that do not have the potential for expanding into something interesting. You can focus upon your own breathing. You can mentally count your breaths in and out. You can listen to the dripping of a faucet. In choosing this soft, gentle thought, you will leave behind all thoughts of resistance, and your vibration, like the cork, will naturally rise. This is not a process where you work on your desires, but instead, this is one of quieting your mind. As you do so, any resistance will subside, and your state of vibration will rise to its natural, pure state. As you quiet your mind, you may feel a sense of physical detachment. For example, you may feel no real difference between your toe and your nose. Sometimes you will feel the sensation of twitches and itches beneath your skin. And often, once you have released resistance and are soaring in your natural pure high vibrations, you will feel an involuntary movement in your body. It may sway slightly from side to side, or forward and backward, or your head may roll gentle from side to side, or you may simply feel the sensation of movement or of a yawn. But any or all of these sensations or movements are indicators of your achievement of a state of meditation. Your point of attraction will now have changed, and your state of allowing will be in place. Things that you have been asking for, all of which have been given, are now flowing gently into your experience. And as you come out of your state of meditation, this state of allowing will continue until you focus upon something that changes your vibrational frequency. But with enough practice, those higher frequencies will become so familiar to you that you will be able to reclaim them whenever you choose. Over time, if you meditate regularly, you will become quite sensitive to the way the higher frequency feel within your body. In other words, whenever you focus on anything that causes a dip into your vibration, you will now be more likely to recognize it at the early, subtle stages before the dip is too significant, and you will be able to easily change your resistant thought in order to maintain your balance. Abraham, speak to us more about meditation. Many teachers, and we are among them, teach meditation as a very good process for raising vibration. An effective meditation would be one that distracts you from a physical awareness that causes resistance within your vibration. For when you turn your attention away from what holds your vibration in a lower place, your vibration will naturally rise. It is like a withdrawal of consciousness, but while you are still awake. When you are asleep, you withdraw consciousness too. But when you slumber, you are not consciously aware of what it feels like to be in that higher vibration. When you are awake and in a state of meditation, you can then consciously recognize what it feels like to be in that higher vibration. And in time, you will gain a new sensitivity to your vibration so that you will immediately know whenever you are focusing on something that is causing resistance. Sometimes people say, Abraham, is it normal for all hell to break loose in someone's lives when they begin the meditation process? And we say, yes, because you are bringing yourself to a place of heightened sensitivity so that your formerly achieved patterns of lower vibration are now less comfortable to you. Some others, some other ways to raise your vibration. Now there are other ways of raising your vibration. Now there are other ways of raising your vibrations than meditation, such as listening to music that makes your heart sing, jogging in a beautiful place, petting your cat, walking your dog, and so on. These are just some of the many pleasant activities that cause a release of resistance and rise in vibration. Often you are in your highest state of connection to source energy while you are driving your vehicle. That is the reason why there are relatively so few traffic accidents. The rhythm of the road, the distraction from what has been bothering you, and the idea of going someplace new often causes you to leave behind thoughts of things that have been bothering you. Your goal is to release any thought that causes resistance so that you are then in a place of pure positive thought. It is not a problem if you cannot completely quiet your mind, unless your mind is chattering about negative things. If you are softly thinking about pleasant things during meditation, it can be of value. For example, after spending time with a family they adore, Jerry and Esther enjoy many pleasant hours of fun and conversation about that wonderful day. Anytime they wanted a good feeling moment, they had only to remember something about it that day. Something one of them said, something one of the children did, the beautiful weather, the delicious food, the invigorating walk through the woods. In other words, it is quite easy to find something that is pure positive energy. Thinking about your pets can be a good source of positive thought because animals are so unconditional in their love. Just find any thoughts that feels good when you think it and practice it until you begin to set that tone within you. And then other good feeling thoughts will follow. So here's the process that if you were in your physical shoes, we would utilize every day for 10 or 15 minutes and not for much more time than that. We would sit quietly by ourselves in some pleasant place where we would not be interrupted. Maybe under a tree, maybe in our vegetable, maybe in the bathroom or garden. We would do our best to shut down our physical senses. In other words, we would draw the curtains of the light was too bright. We would close our eyes. We would choose a quiet place. We would be aware of breathing air into our lungs, and we would be conscious of breathing out. We would concentrate on long breaths in and long breaths out. We would breathe air in, and when we thought it was all our lungs would comfortably hold, we would softly bring still more air in. And then, at the place of full expansion of our lungs, we would take a long, slow, delicious moment to let the air out. Our attention would be nothing more than being in this moment and being consciously aware of our breathing. Nothing to do other than breathe. Not fixing breakfast, not combing hair, not wondering how someone is doing, not thinking about yesterday, not worrying about tomorrow, not focusing on anything in this moment except air in and air out. This is a state of allowing where, for just a few moments, you stop running the show. You stop trying to make anything happen. This is the time when you are saying to your source, energy, to your inner being, to your God, or whatever you want to call it, here I am, in a state of allowing. I'm allowing source energy to flow purely through me. 50 minutes of effort will change your life because it will allow the energy that is natural to you to flow. You will feel better in the moment and you will feel more energized when you come out of it. Can 50 minutes make that much difference? A big benefit that you will notice right away is that things you have been wanting will begin showing up. No, now, why is this? After all, you might say, Abraham, I didn't sit and intend. I didn't sit and set goals. I didn't sit and clarify what I want. I didn't tell the universe what I wanted. Why does 50 minutes of just being set those kinds of things in motion? Because you have already been asking, and now, during your time of meditation, you have stopped the resistance that has been holding it away. Because of your practice, meditation, you are now allowing your desires to flow into your experience. You cannot be part of this physical environment without endless desires being born within you. And as these desires are being born within you, the universe is answering them. And now, because of 50 minutes of allowing, whether you were petting the cat, practicing your breathing, listening to a waterfall, or soothing music, or were on a rampage of appreciation, for that time of allowing, you establish a vibration that no longer causes resistance to the things that you have been asking for. Well, Abraham, I've been really negative for 50 years. Is it not going to take me 50 years to turn it around? No. 50 minutes out to do it. In 50 minutes, I can undo all of the disallowing that I learned to do. In 50 minutes, you can allow. You do not have to undo anything. Well, what if I really develop major habits of negativity? Is 50 minutes going to change that? Probably not. But the next time you go to one of those negative thoughts, you are going to be more aware of it. Your guidance system is going to be stimulated so that you will be aware, probably for the first time in your life, of what you are doing with your non-physical energy. That is so important because everything that happens to you and everything that happens to everyone you know occurs because of the energy that you are summoning and allowing or not allowing. Everything is about that relationship with energy. Everyone you know who is having every experience that you know is having it because of the focus, desire that their life has brought to them and the state of allowing or resistance that they're in at any moment. What could I accomplish in 30 days? Do you know that you could have every deadly disease known to man and some they have not even figured out yet in your body right now, and tomorrow they could all be gone if from one day to the next you learn how to allow the energy to flow. We are really not encouraging those kinds of quantum leaps. They're a little uncomfortable. What we're really encouraging is that every day you be selfish enough to say, nothing is more important than that I feel good, and I'm going to find ways to do so today. I'm going to begin my day by meditating and bringing myself into alignment with my source energy. And as I move through the day, I'm going to look for opportunities to appreciate so that all day long I'll bring myself back into source energy. If there's an opportunity to praise, I'm going to praise. If there's an opportunity to criticize, I'm going to keep my mouth shut and try to meditate. If I feel like criticizing, I'll say, "Here, kitty kitty," and I'll pet my cat till that feeling goes away. Meow. Within 30 days of mild effort, you can go from being one of the most resistant people on the planet to one of the least resistant people on the planet. I read it again. That was within the 30 days of mild effort. you can go from being one of the most resistant people on the planet to one of the least resistant people on the planet. And then those who are watching you will be amazed by the number of manifestations that begin to occur in your physical experience. We sort of see you from a real view, and it's like you are standing on one side of a closed door, and on the other side are all the things you have been wanting, just leaning up against the door, waiting for you to open it. They have been there from the first moment you asked for them. Your lovers, your perfect bodies, your ideal jobs, all the money that you could ever imagine, all the things that you have ever wanted, things little and things big, things that you would call extraordinary and significant, and things that you would call not very significant. Everything that you have ever identified, that you have ever wanted, will be lined up right outside your door. And in the moment that you open the door, all things wanted will flow to you. And then we will hold a seminar on how to deal with manifestations of all this stuff that is flowing in. Yeah. So beautiful. The power of meditation. Message is clear. And yeah. So I would say with that, love you guys so much. Something I encourage is to always, when you are listening to some audiobooks, when you're reading something, feel the feelings when you read something, feel the feelings when you listen to something, and be paying attention from within, because it's always the alignment with what you hear, that you hear what you hear, that you are observing those things wanted, that you feel more of those good feeling experience in your life every day, that you feel this moment, how much blessing it is in that it's meant to you to feel good now and more to come. Always pay attention, have a little attention from within, because the little attention from within are expanding the momentum of your observation of who you truly are. And then everything changes in how you look at things. To always having attention a little bit from within, feeling the feelings, observing your energy from within, observing your source energy, breathing in and breathing out, knowing that you're breathing well, breathing in the well-being, observing. It's beautiful. Everything is for you. Everything is for us. And there is always more to come. It's a never-ending newness story, and we always can start now, or now, or now. It's always an opportunity to start with the process of meditation now, or the process of breathing in and breathing out, and the process of be aware of your feelings when you're breathing in and breathing out, and focusing in and concentrating about your breathing, and there is always opportunity for you to do that, whenever, wherever. The breathing happening anyway, but be conscious aware of it more and more will lead you to more feelings arises from within naturally, and you will feel more of who you really are, and you will observe more of the things around you changes because of your natural flow of energy flow to you and through you, and arises your energy and feeling better and better. Then natural things outside changes too. It's the match, the frequency equals in the frequency inside matching the frequency outside. It's the inside that's creating outside. It's the inside that feeling that observed outside. So love you guys so much. Enjoy your day, and see you soon.